Robert Bannister. Will the TJ and Minkah disrespect ever stop?
Low key, that's a great question. I feel like for TJ, no. I think for Minkah, yes. I feel like for Minkah right now, he doesn't get disrespected to the same extent. I just think the position as a whole is just not respected a lot. And I think that it's more of that than specifically Minkah. And what I mean is you look at Justin Simmons, right? Justin Simmons is a heck of a safety, has been a heck of a safety during the same time frame as Minkah. But you look at how long he's sitting and you look at just the safety market in terms of how those guys are compensated, it's not a lot of love in that room. It's not a lot of love for that position, but they will get compensated. It's not full on running back, but they kind of give you some of those vibes with how they are treating those or how they are talking about those guys. But when I think of just blatant disrespect, that's the TJ part, man. Because what are we saying is more important? A guy that looks the part or a guy that actually is the part? Meaning the guy who has the best numbers on the planet or the guy that looks like he should have the best numbers on the planet. Those are some of my issues in terms of just TJ Watt specifically. We can separate the two. Yes, Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons are better athletes. Yes, TJ Watt's the better player, though. The production shows. And I think that that's how I look at that specifically. Whereas with Minkah, I don't feel like we have a ton of, man, they put this guy on this list over Minkah. Oh, my God. Like
Not recently.
Yeah, when Minkah hasn't been talked about recently, it's because he's been hurt, hasn't been out there. And that wasn't this year. That was the year before. That was, yeah. Not
He was banged up this year, too.
Past 2 years, you can make a little K.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's been more of that. Whereas with TJ has had just the better numbers in direct comparison to his counterparts, and they're picking his counterparts over him. When Minkah has missed time, Minkah's missed time. When Minkah has been banged up and it's been a quiet year, and we talked about how, man, well, because of some of the safety stuff, Minkah's having to do a little bit more of this. Because of some of the injuries, Minkah has to do a little bit more of that. That's going to be cause and effect. So it's like, it's understandable for him not to get the accolades in certain spots. That's not the case with TJ Watt. TJ misses games and his numbers are still better than any of these dudes that are getting some of the just, recognition over him. And I think that, to me personally, is who I think has the most in terms of that disrespect part, like from a national standpoint, at least.
Yeah, you're right. I don't know if it's going to get any better. Like, TJ's going to literally have to get 25, 30 sack seasons.
Yeah. Like, unless it's record breaking and there is zero that you can argue against it, I think that he is going to run into this because, yeah, Myles Garrett and Micah Parsons, they pass a certain eyeball test. Whereas for TJ, they're like, we don't like how that looks all the way. It's like, okay. But at the end of the day, Tom Brady ain't passed a lot of eyeball tests either. Tom Brady kicked a ton of butt, won a ton of games, and has a ton of hardware. It's like, he's viewed how he's viewed for a reason. He don't pass a ton of eyeball tests, but you can't disrespect or act like you don't see what he brought out there in terms of the production. That's how I feel with TJ. So it's like, man, come on, bro. And he's still cooking, even at his big NFL age. When you get to 8 years in the league, you big. You
I think he's 30 this year.
Yeah, bro. He's at his big age.
Damn.
It's low key nuts, bro. When I seen him, I was like, bro, you're at the age in the year when I first met you, bro.
It's time to start winning.
That's actually nuts, man. Yeah. It's actually nuts, man.
Start making some deep playoff runs here.
This is time, though. He ready. Trust me, he pissed off. He ready to go. Even though he did say you saw the little interview, he says he felt old for the first time. It's like, yeah, it be like that. You start seeing some of these cats, they hit you with, I played with you on Madden in middle school. Man, I grew up watching you.
Yeah, as long as he's not feeling it physically.
Right. And don't start a podcast either.
Right.
Yeah, no podcast. I don't think any slowing down is on the horizon.
Yeah, JJ could do that. JJ, he can, and I guess Derek
JJ
too.
JJ said he might come back, bro. He said he want to run one last go.
Not here.
He said he'll wait. He said right
opportunity. Go somewhere else.
Yeah, right opportunity, man. He willing to jump on.
Not here.
I think it was him, and they said they was flirting with Aaron Donald. I think
Aaron Donald could come back, and he can play for us.
But it was the Rams, though. The Rams was flirting with Aaron Donald about that. I don't think we in that convo just yet. But if we do, I welcome it. Yeah, because he definitely he still could go.
I'm sure.
But low key, I think he doing media content now, bro. I don't know if it's a full podcast, but I thought he had an episode with his lady, right?
I did, announcing his retirement.
Yeah, I'm about to say, and that was like the kickoff of I'm announcing it on my platform. So I just don't know. I don't know.